Hello friends, let's solve question number 8. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angle is at B. If tan A equals to root 3, then find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C, cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. See here we have to take two triangles. Why do we want to take here two triangles? Because when you see here two angles are considered as reference, okay? A and C, not a single angle. Two angles are taken as reference. It means we have to take two triangles. So, one triangle with angle A as reference, other triangle with angle C as reference, because A and C are the angles taken as reference, right? So, two triangles I have taken. One as angle A as reference and the one as C as reference. If one is AB, third vertex will be C. One is CB, third vertex will be A. So here two triangles I have taken. So given that tan A equals to root 3. Correct? Given tan A equals to root 3. So here angle A is taken as reference. So tan A can be written as opposite side of angle A by adjacent side of angle A. It means BC by AB. Correct? Tan A means BC by AB equals to root 3. Correct? So here if nothing is there, denominator can be taken as 1, right? So BC by AB equals to root 3 by 1. So here they asked us to find the values in terms of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. It means sin and cos values we have to find out for both the triangles. Here we know only tan value. So here BC by AB. This is what BC means. We know here only the ratio, but we don't know the exact values. Same way how we solved question number 4 and 5. Did you remember that? In the same way we have to solve this also. I am taking BC equals to root 3k, AB equals to 1 into root 1 into k. It becomes AB equals to k, where k is constant. Okay, where k is constant. Okay, so here BC equals to root 3k, AB equals to k. So in the place of BC I am writing as root 3k. In the place of AB I am writing 1k. Okay, so we have to find the terms of sin A cos A. It means sin A value is what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. In the same way cos A value is what? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Correct? So do we know hypotenuse AC here? No. See, I am just solving for first triangle in which angle A is taken as reference. Okay, for that I am going to find here sin A and cos A values. After that, let's move on to the triangle in which angle C is taken as reference. Okay, first angle A part let's do. Okay, so we don't know this, so that's why I'm assuming it as X. Okay, so we know BC AB, so let AC equals to X. By Pythagoras theorem, it's easy to find out the value of X, right? Nothing but X square equals to root 3k whole square plus 1k whole square, as simple. So as per Pythagoras theorem, what can we write? We can write that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Correct? So what is AC here? X square equals to 1k whole square plus X square equals to 1k whole square plus root 3k whole square. So what does it become? That is equals to k square plus root 3 whole square, it becomes a 3. K square, it is k square. So X square equals to 3k square plus k square, it becomes 4k square. Therefore X is what? X is equals to square root of 4k square, nothing but it is 2k. Correct? So these are all simple calculations, you have to do it directly. So X is what? It is 2k, we got it by using the Pythagoras theorem. So X value we got. After getting X value, it's easy to find sin A and cos A values, right? Simple it is. So how can we write here? Write it down. Therefore, Sin A equals to, how can we write sin A as opposite side by hypotenuse? So in the figure, what is the opposite side here in the figure? It's nothing but sin A equals to BC by AC, correct? So sin A equals to BC by AC. Write the same thing here down. Sin A equals to BC by AC. What is BC? Here you can see we have taken BC as root 3k. AC is x value you got as 2k. So root 3k by 2k. Correct? Root 3k by 2k. K and k will be cancelled off. You'll get sin A value as root 3 by 2. Correct? Therefore, how can we write? Therefore, sin A equals to root 3 by 2. So, in the same way, let's find out cos A also. How can we find cos A? It's nothing but adjacent side of angle A by hypotenuse. So, what is adjacent side of angle A? It is AB by AC, which can be written as 1k by, correct? That is equals to AB by AC. AB is what? It is 1k. AC is 2k. 1k by 2k. K and k will be cancelled off. You will be getting cos A value as 1 by 2. Therefore, cos A value also you got it as 1 by 2. So, sin A value you got, cos A value also you got. Correct? So, the triangle in which A is taken as reference is done. Now, let's move on to the second triangle in which angle C is taken as reference. So, however, for both of them, AB, BC and AC values will be same only. Correct? See here, let me show you. If angle C is taken as reference also, if angle C is taken as reference, the AB value, BC value remains the same. It means angle here taken as reference is only changed, but the length of the sides remains the same. Correct? So, from this, therefore, in the place of AB, what can we write here? We have to take 1k. In the place of BC, same. Length of the sides does not change. Only the angles taken as reference only changes. That's it. Okay. So, when the angles taken as reference changes, trigonometric ratios changes. That's it. Apart from that, the length of the sides will be same. I am repeating again. Okay. AC value we have taken as x. But what did we get here? X value. See here. We got x value as 2k. So, here AC value also remains the same as 2k. Okay. Length of the sides does not change at all. Okay. Unless they mention. Okay. So, here also we have to find out sin C value and cos C value. So, sin C can be written as, how can we write sin C? It's nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. That is equals to, what is AB? It is 1k by 2k. K and k will be cancelled off. We will be getting sin C value as 1 by 2. Therefore, sin C equals to 1 by 2. Clear? So, in the same way, let's write cos C value also. Cos C. Cos C can be written as BC by AC, which is nothing but adjacent side of angle C by hypotenuse. So, BC can be written as root 3k by AC is 2k. So, k and k will be cancelled off. We will be getting cos C value as root 3 by 2. Therefore, cos C equals to root 3 by 2. Yes, clear? Till now it is clear, right? So, first we have to move on to the A triangle in which A is taken as reference. Okay, from that I have solved here the third side, which is nothing but hypotenuse. So, based on that, first I have obtained sin A cos A. Later I have derived here sin C cos C. Till now we got all the four values. Correct. Now, let's see into the question. So, this is the question. Sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. Okay. So, we just need to substitute the values in the first sub-question and second sub-question and obtain the answer. It's as simple as such. Now, let's write the first sub-question now. See here, first sub-question is this. So, till now we have obtained sin A cos A values and sin C cos C values. Just we need to substitute the values in the first sub-question. So, therefore, sin A cos C plus cos A sin C equals to, it's nothing but sin A into cos C plus cos A into sin C. Okay, this is nothing but into. So sin A into cos C can be represented as sin A cos C. Okay, so sin A, what is sin A here? Root 3 by 2 into, what is cos C? It is root 3 by 2 plus cos A. What is cos A? It is 1 by 2 into sin C. It is 1 by 2. So what do we get? Root 3 into root 3, it is nothing but 3. 2 into 2, it is 4 plus 1 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 will get 4 by 4, which is nothing but 1. Therefore, the answer for first sub question it is 1. The same way, let's solve for second sub question also. So second sub question, let's solve down here. Second one, cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. I told you if it's nothing is there, it is into. Cos A into cos C can be denoted as cos A cos C. Okay. What is cos A value here? Cos A cos C. 1 by 2 into root 3 by 2. 1 by 2 into root 3 by 2 minus sin A sin C. Root 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. Correct? Is root 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. This can be root 3 into 1, it is root 3 by 4 minus 1 root 3 into 1, it is root 3 by 4. Root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4, it becomes 0. It is simple. So the answer for second sub question it is 0. For first sub question it is 1. So this is the explanation. In case you want to see the solution here, just go through the first starting point from which I started. It's as simple as such. Since here the two angles are taken as reference, so two triangles have to be considered. In case the three angles are taken as reference, three triangles has to be considered. That's it. So first I have taken from the tan A. I'll show you one second. See here, tan A I have taken. Why did I take the triangle with angle A as reference? Because they have given the value of tan A. So that's why I have taken the first triangle. So from the first triangle I have derived the hypotenuse value. So from once you derive the hypotenuse value, it's easy to get sin A value on cos A. Once you get sin A and cos A. So let's move on to the second triangle. So for the two triangles here, the angles taken as reference is different. That's it. But the length of the sides remains the same. Okay. The length of the sides remains the same. So here AB place I am taking it as 1K here. So root 3K BC. So here also root 3K BC. AC also remains the same. Clear? So that's it. So from that, once the diagram is clear for you, so it's easy for you to obtain sin C and cos C. So after obtaining the values, just substitute in the sub questions and obtain the answers. So first sub question answer is 1 and the second sub question answer is 0. So with this, exercise 11.1 is completed. So I hope I explained each and every problem thoroughly. So in case you like my explanation, do like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.